G'day folks, ZD here, and welcome back for some more hardcore PermaDeath Starfield. This is Danger Tuckerman, and in the last episode he found a magic space rock, stole a pirate ship, blew up a pirate leader, and got recruited to Constellation. He's eager to redeem a failed TV survival cooking show career by getting out there and doing some real, actual exploration and survival. Check out the last episode for the full introduction and rules. Right, so we have a lot of things to do to get ready for the adventures ahead. Want to make some extra credits, head over to New Atlantis, drop off some of our loot, do some research, drop by Constellation, pick ourselves up some sniper rifles, get ourselves some ammo if possible. It'd be a little hard to track down ammo for good sniper rifles in the early game, but we'll do our best to get ourselves some supplies and then get out there. One of the most dangerous things early on is actually going to be space encounters in orbit around planets and as we warp in between new systems. I want to try and avoid repairing this ship if I can, because I'm just going to sell it anyway and I don't want to use those ship parts. They're quite expensive. We just want to sell this thing. Now we can't really free roam just yet until we kind of like officially finish the tutorial by dropping by Constellation, I believe. So if we, for example, wanted to go scan these gas giants, which I really want to do now, but I can't yet, until we kind of enable fast travel to anywhere else but where we're allowed to go for now, which is to our quest objective for one small step, which is to go to Jemison. So we're going to hit R to go to Alpha Centauri system and warp in there. I don't know if you can have any random pirate encounters on the way here beyond the ones that the tutorial gives you. Probably safety-wise, that's a good thing for us. And it gives us a moment to get back in our frontier, which is a bit better equipped than this thing and a bit safer. We probably won't fully survey Jemison just yet, but that will be on our to-do list because it is a planet with abundant life. But we might take on a more achievable first goal. Maybe, for example, we could go back to Crete and get that done, or go to Gagarin. But anyway, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Our first step is, of course, to land at New Atlantis. Here we are, coming in our little, as Danger called it last episode, pirate dinghy. I'm gonna go ahead and sell this thing straight away. Now, you can register from the port, but you can also just register from your own ship menu here. And in order to sell or modify a ship that we steal, we do first have to register it and pay the registration fee. So hopefully we should be able to afford this one. I'm pretty sure it's a small fraction of this total value here. So we'll go ahead and register that for 4,000 credits. And we have about 9,000 credits at the moment. So we can do that now, and we'll make this money back immediately. So we can just do this now. 4,400 credits is what it costs. And then we can chat to this guy and sell that ship. So we actually want to go to, let's see what ships you have for sale. And there's a easy to miss option to sell ships here as well. So we can sell the Crimson Fleet Ghost. First, however, we do actually have to set the Frontier as our home ship once again, because you can't sell your home ship for whatever reason. It doesn't allow you to just swap over to another one from that menu. So we have to actually go into the, I'd like to view and modify my ships option. Okay. And then we can change over to the Frontier and make that our home ship with HK here. Now that this is our home ship, we can go back and sell the little Crimson Fleet ship that we stole. The pirate dinghy. So we spent 4,400 on registration, and we can sell this thing for 5,200. So we made like 800 credits. It's barely worth doing most of the time, except when you get to bigger ships, but right at the very early part here, those extra 800 credits will make a difference. Something we can do before we go anywhere else, and we could do this a little bit later in the lodge, but it's a bit easier to do it now because we'll have access to what we need to sell. We go into the Frontier. The Frontier actually has a science computer just here. Doesn't look the same as the regular research stations, but we can use this one here to get our research done. Now, before we do this, however, let's be smart about it. We want to do two things. We want to equip shielded or regular lab outfits, any of these that give chance of research sudden developments, because that can save us a lot of resources. And we should also have some Synapse Alpha. This stuff's super common. You can sell it for like 50 credits, but better to use it here to assist us in unlocking as much stuff as possible. I'll start with weapon mods, because I consider that probably to be the most important, and we'll start with the most common resources that we have access to. So for that, this will be iron, and we're hoping for those research sudden developments. On this time, we'll go sealant next, and we get a sudden development, which fills out some of the nickel, basically giving us 1 free nickel. And there we go, we get a little bit of XP for doing this as well. But most importantly, it's going to kind of like let us know what we have left over after we've done this, and potentially let us know what we might want to buy from vendors that sell some of these resources too. Aluminum here. And we actually got a full completion on that research just from using the aluminum. So we got free chlorosilanes, which we actually didn't have any of, and some free sealant, which will help us with some of the others. So that's 2 done. We'll go aluminum again. No sudden developments this time. We have enough sealant. And we unfortunately didn't get enough nickel, so we might just hold off on using that for now. We could track the nickel. It's a shame, unfortunately, that you can't only track the one that you want. I kind of am looking forward to a mod that allows us to do that. We have enough tungsten to do helmet mods, so we can go ahead and do that. But no, we didn't get any sudden developments, and we don't have enough for the other parts, so we can just leave that for now. We'll take a look at medical treatment. We don't have too much here, but we can do the aluminum. We did get a sudden development, which gave us some free antimicrobials, so that's not too bad. And nice and flavorful will be some of our food and drink research as well. So I could do like alkanes here. Didn't get any sudden developments, that's all right. We got enough fiber to do one of these. Oh, we fully completed beverage development, nice. Thanks to our looting spam, we do have enough bread for Old Earth cuisine, but not enough to do the other ones just yet. Our gastronomy skill does give us access to some higher level text for this already, but we kind of don't have enough resources yet. We have to do some hunting and gathering first before we can really do too much of that. We got a nice sudden development on manufacturing 1. That actually did quite a bit there. Let's see if we can get another one. Not quite. Don't have enough adaptive frames yet to finish that off. We're most of the way there though. We're able to fully do robots. Not a big deal, but yeah, I'll take the XP and just get them done now while we're here. And that's about all we can do for now. Very nice. One thing we're going to want to remember to do, especially before turning in any quests, is to just have a little nap. You know, have a little nap. Have a wee kipper. Even just a 1 hour sleep gives us the well-rested bonus for 24 in-game or universal time hours, which gives us 10% XP gain, which if you get a quest for 200 XP, you'll get 220 XP instead. Look at me running around barefoot like a hobo right now. Here I am, barefoot and homeless, but I got a ship, I got a companion, I got some loot to sell off, and it's enough for us to make a start on our adventures. Alright, so the first thing we're really going to want to do is drop by the Mast District via the tube tunnels over here, and drop by Constellation and kind of finish our tutorial, gaining access to whatever sort of free roaming that we want to do, as well as getting some nice little bonuses too. So the Mast District is kind of like the governmental area. You can find things like embassies and stuff like that, and a lot of the UC quests kind of happen around here, or originate from here, where you can get a commission with the UC Vanguard, for example. We'll take a little shortcut through bush here. Oh, I feel right at home. All right, and here's the Constellation Lodge.
Would you care to tell us what happened to our friend? Why you're here and he isn't?
Bloody pirates attacked me and that bloke Barrett asked me to deliver this space rock.
I see. Bosco, verify.
All statements made have been factual.
Told ya.
They're reacting. Look at how it's coming together. That energy that's arcing between them, no manufactured material in the settled systems can do that.
So, are you ready to get to work? See if exploration is the life you want to lead in this little universe of ours?
Well, truth be told, exploration is kind of what I'm all about right now, but this whole magic space rock thing is a little much. I think I might need a moment to clear me head.
Fair enough, but you need a place to stay in the city, right? Why don't you settle in here? We owe you that much. Come find me when you're ready. And here, I think you've earned something for bringing the artifact to us.
Very, very nice. We get a large chunk of XP for that. We get given free roam of this lodge. In fact, you can take whatever you want from this place. I have already taken a couple things. Foraged, we'll say. Don't forget to take this magazine as well for reduced fall damage. We also get given a backpack, although I did already find a better one, so we don't necessarily need the Constellation pack. It does have kind of good defenses compared to what we find right now, but this has got the O2 filter, so that's kind of nice. So yeah, it's a muchness, a little bit more defense or the O2 filter. We're going to be doing a bit of running around, so I'll probably keep this one for now. We get so much XP there, especially with the resting, that we actually get 2 levels and get ourselves 2 skill points to spend. So we're going to take the absolutely mandatory boost pack training so that we can use our boost packs. And that gives us now boost pack, stealth, fitness, gastronomy, 1 point in combat ballistics there, and 1 more point to spend. Piloting is going to be absolutely essential, as is targeting control systems. but we probably will be spending a lot of time on planet's surface before we get to do too much more space stuff, which is probably a good idea because space is quite dangerous. We're going to be doing a fair bit of surveying. It's going to be part of one of our big goals to survey 100 life-sustaining planets fully. So getting surveying early on and getting a start on that is certainly nice, and it does improve the quality of life and speed of your surveying quite a lot. Medicine is also a very good choice for making med packs more efficient and heal us faster, which keeps us alive in dangerous combat situations, and it's possibly one of the smartest choices. Another thing we could consider is, like, early on, 1 point in commerce makes quite a big difference as it gives us 10% more sell value, and we're just about to go sell a bunch of stuff. So kind of a tough decision. I think based on what we're about to currently do, the first point in commerce for right now will get us ahead quite a bit. So we're going to go ahead and take that. One of our goals, after all, is to get 1 million credits, and that's no small feat. Now that we have access to Constellation, we can head down here, and there's a fully appointed crafting area here with every single bench that we need, as well as some free things that we can take. There's also a gun rack here, which for me has a coachman. I'm not sure if this one's always the same, but this is a very good early find. These things are very reliable for bad situations. This coachman effectively gives us our very good close range option for combat. So we'll go ahead and set that as one of our favorites. And our goal in town, or very soon here, will be to try and get ourselves some good long range options. So I'm going to be showcasing a few different sniper rifle options and maybe picking up 1 or 2 myself. Between the coachman and the cutter, we have our close range sorted, so getting those long range sorted is going to be everything else. We'll probably use a Maelstrom for quite a while. And we do have that Solstice, but I'm not sure that it's going to be that big a help, as it does have the Space Adept mod, which reduces damage on planet surfaces, so it doesn't actually do that much damage, especially when compared to something like the coachman. Might be better off just selling it for the pretty hefty amount of credits I can get for that. A lot of the time, the coachman will be our default equip, because if a bad, something jumps out at us, we can effectively whip it out and blast and take it out pretty quickly. Most low level beasties and stuff that are potentially going to jump out at us. So in the crafting room here at the lodge, there's also a Constellation mission board where you can pick up some survey missions. We're going to be doing a bit of that anyway, so it's not a bad one for us to just go ahead and pick these up and let them sit in there and give us some extra credits when we do pop them. You try to beeline these, some of them can take quite a long time to do. But we don't really have to go out and beeline and do these. We can just kind of incidentally do them in the process of doing the other things that we want to do. So not a bad idea to just go ahead and grab those. And out from the lodge, I'm going to fast travel back to just the new Atlantis one, which will put us at the starport, which is probably the easiest way we have to get down into the well, which is where I want to go. We're going to run up here and then off to the left to find an elevator down to the well. Our primary objective now is to sell all of our gotten gains, whether ill or not. And the easiest place to do this is the trade authority down in the well. Otherwise, you kind of have to jump from shop to shop to find the people who will buy certain things off of you. And most of the legitimate retailers up on the surface here don't buy stolen goods in New Atlantis. So we're going to head down into this elevator here and go to the well. Well, if it isn't the well. Now, before I do anything else, I am going to head off to the left here to the Trade Authority, and this is where we can sell our goods, including stolen goods. You want to sell stolen goods first, so that you can wipe out their credits with that if you have a bunch of it, and then sell your legitimate stuff afterwards, because you can sell that almost anywhere. Alright, from the miscellaneous menu, we're going to sell everything but our Digipicks. And this will quickly level up our commerce skill as well, but we probably won't put any more points into that, so it's not that big a deal. We can also go over to the frontier and sell anything from there as well. There's going to be a bunch of junk in that if you've stolen a ship like I have. Otherwise, there might not be so much unless you specifically stored a bunch of misc, but I'm just going to go ahead and sell all this stuff. As you can see, commerce is easily ranked up. Definitely not a hard one to do. Again, I probably won't put any points into that beyond the first. I'm going to sell our space suits. Just keep an eye on the credits. You will get pop-ups warning you when they're out of credits. I'm going to sell all the guns from our ship. I like to keep a bit of a collection of outfits for different purposes. But we can sell anything that we have excess of. We can go through and sell food, things like chunks, for example, because we're not really going to use those. Some other things we can make stuff from. And any nicer meals like these that can give bonuses like damage resistance we'll actually probably keep to use. We can sell our bitten sandwiches as well. Food actually sells for a surprisingly good amount of value. And we can totally sell things like these drink packs and various alcohols. We can use these as an early game buff, but we probably won't really need to, and they do weigh a bit. Anything that's a bit more raw ingredients we can kind of keep for recipes and unlocking stuff, research and things like that. But these like snack packs, for example, we can just totally sell those. We're not going to touch selling resources for now, unless you have like a massive excess of something. But even aluminum, for example, we actually probably will want a fair bit of. So we'll just keep that for now, unless our cargo holds are getting particularly full. So that's the frontier pretty much cleared out, and they still have some credits. We'll go ahead now and sell all of the weapons we don't need, and we'll be pretty ruthless about this. Just make sure you keep a cutter. It's easy to accidentally sell your cutter if you haven't favorited it. I think I will sell the Incendiary Solstice for 480 credits, not bad. The easiest way of keeping track of the weapons that you don't want to sell is to put them on your favorites bar, like we have here. We're not really going to need a melee weapon. We can just use our cutter for melee. Or the shotgun. Shotgun makes a good melee weapon. Make sure to sell any excess spacesuits as they're quite heavy. Same thing with backpacks. We quite beautifully almost fully cleared out the vendor, bringing us to 28,000 credits. Not bad, not bad. It's a good idea and good practice, basically, whenever you go to a vendor to keep a track of the ammo that you need for any especially rarer guns that have rarer ammo types and buy them whenever you can. Another good thing to buy is digipicks and med packs whenever possible as well. I'm looking for 9x39 and 50 cal ammo, but unfortunately these vendors early on aren't going to have much of that. But I can, however, buy med packs, and I will go ahead and buy med packs. I'm probably not going to invest too many points into security, so I might not need to buy digipicks, but if you do put points into security, you will need more digipicks. I'll buy a couple for now, though. Another good one to buy is some Heart Plus if you don't have any. I use this pretty religiously in dangerous situations for health and damage resistance boost for a couple minutes. It can save your life. I'll get 2 for now. Alright, now that we've sold our loot, let's get ourselves some sniper rifles and maybe a few other things in the process. Back by the entrance to the well is the UC Surplus store here. I'm going to go in here and we're going to do a little bit of what I call urban foraging. You see these packs just here? You can just take these. You know, these are free. You can just have these. If you haven't taken a point in stealth bar, this is a lot harder because it's hard to tell if you're hidden or not. You have to basically look around and see if anyone's looking at you. But if you do take at least 1 point in stealth, it'll tell you if you're hidden. And if you're hidden, you're safe. Well, 99% of the time. Sometimes weird things happen. But we can go ahead and forage these. There's also various other forageables in these weapon cases. You can peek inside of them as long as you don't take anything without getting in trouble. The micro guns in particular are quite valuable. As you can see, there's a fair amount of ammo and other forageable items here as well. Most of these are just basic weapons, but they're still worth good amounts of credits. If you can find a semi-automatic Grendel, that's a pretty good early game weapon, but none of these appear to be modified in that way. Sometimes this guy will be chatting to someone, sometimes he'll be sitting in his chair, other times he'll be wandering around like this and will pay a bit more attention to you. So depending on what he's doing, it will have an impact on how easy your foraging activities might be. There are some clever ways of getting what we're after here, which is the old earth hunting sniper rifle, but sometimes the simplest method is just to wait until he looks away and just take it. Again, it depends a little bit on what he's doing there. So this is one of our sniper rifles that we'll be potentially using here. The hardest thing about this is that it takes 9x39 ammo, which is a little hard to get early on. So it's a good idea to check vendors whenever you're coming through. I think this guy, weirdly enough, despite carrying the gun, tends to not actually have 9x39. Yeah, as you can see, we don't actually have any here. And that's just because I think like New Atlantis' stores are considered kind of early game, so you might have to get them elsewhere. Most stores will have some interesting, unique weapons that you can buy, and I'll show you some of those in a moment, but this one actually doesn't have any, but you can keep an eye out for things like modified Grendels, for example, that have semi-automatic or any other nicely modified ones. Like, for example, if you're going a laser round and want like a laser sniper rifle, then you could keep an eye out for anything with a scope on it in the Equinox range, for example, is a pretty good option. Keep an eye out for anything that's also suppressed as well if you're trying to go the stealth route. As this is a no saves gun playthrough, I'm gonna take it a bit easy here and not forage too much stuff, because sometimes he'll whip around and spot you right as you go to do things. Although he was sitting. Some clever ones you can do sometimes are things like this though, where you're like behind the box. You can't see nothing. I just reached around and grabbed it, man. He's none the wiser. I learned to forage like this by stealing eggs from alien beastie nests out in the wilderness. And if I can do that, I can do this. We'll go back to the Trade Authority.
The Trade Authority
as they buy our stolen goods. And if we did buy some like ammo or meds or things, they'll have more credits that we can effectively take advantage of. So now we go ahead and sell the microgun. The microgun's actually a pretty solid weapon. So we could consider keeping it to use. It's also worth quite a few credits though. Its biggest downside, honestly, is that it's just very heavy. So I'm probably not personally going to keep the microgun to use here. It's not too hard to get another one if we do want one later. We'll also get rid of those packs that we obtained as well.
By Vectera, by Vectera, by Vectera! I can't believe it!
Crikey, mate, you scared the ever-loving crud out of me. Honestly, I didn't think I had any fans left at this point. But yes, it's me. It's me. That's it, you found me. Danger Tuckerman at your service.
Hey, do you mind if I follow you around? Do you need a sidekick? What am I saying? You're a hero, of course you do. Lead the way.
Well, the ship does need some crew, and it doesn't sound like this guy wants to be paid, so welcome aboard. Oh, there we go. We met the adoring fan. I'm not sure if it's a blessing or a curse, but at least Danger Tuckerman still has one fan. We can go ahead and assign him to the frontier for now until we decide what we want to do with him. Looks like he has scavenging, concealment, and weightlifting. Looks like he could carry, he's sworn to carry our burdens, I guess. He doesn't have anything that affects the ship. I'm wondering if the scavenging perk is one of those gifty perks, and he'll occasionally give us some like ammo or meds or something, which that actually could be quite nice. It might be a bit like some of the other characters, how they randomly give you flowers or rocks or cash. So that might be nice if he gives us a med pack or something every now and then. We'll see. I don't know if I want to run with companions in combat or not. I like the solo lifestyle for hardcore, but we'll have this guy cheering us on from our ship at the very least, I think, for now. Unless we decide that we can't tolerate having him around. We'll see. Let us know what you think. There he is, off to stare at a painting. What a guy. What a guy. Anywho, so I'm here at the UC Distribution Center, which is in the commercial district. And here you can buy, if you have the credits, a substantial upgrade to that coachman that we found. Or if you don't have a coachman, or if you don't have a nice close range weapon, then there is a option in here, the rapid shot. So stores have their own certain weapons that are named, and they're often like rare, for example, and they're not like unique weapons so much as just the fact that it's a modified rare weapon with a name. You can name your own weapons as well, just like this, but this one happens to be a very nice type of shotgun, the breach shotgun, and it has rapid, which is nice but not like crazy for a shotgun. But it comes pre-stacked with long barrel, tactical stocks, tactical magazines, fully automatic, etc. So it makes it a very nice shotgun. It is pretty pricey, but we do have a fair amount of credits, but there's something else that I want to get instead, potentially. Also keep in mind ammo as well. This one takes 15 by 25, which is different to what the coachman takes. But this store does sell at least some 15 by 25, so we could totally buy this. For now, I'll hold off because there's another option that I want to explore. And for that, we're actually going to pop out of the Alpha Centauri system and we're going to go to Danger's home. We're going to go to Cheyenne. We will need to make an intermediary jump first in the Olympus system. Now, that is a level 10 area, so we might want to consider... I wonder if we can get there via Narion first. We don't have a very powerful jump drive right now. We'll see if we can get there from Narion first, which is where we were at Crete earlier. Might as well, if I'm going to warp anywhere, I'll warp to a gas giant so that I can scan it in the process. So whenever possible, visit gas giants and just scan them. If we select it and then open the planet map, we can just scan it. And because you can't land on gas giants, you just get full survey data. And you can actually just sell that for credits. Easy peasy. I won't go to the other one right now because there could be pirates there, and we'd want to make as few space jumps as possible right now. It looks like either way we are going to have to with our current jump drive. We can't quite get far enough to Cheyenne, so it looks like we are going to have to go to the Olympus system first. We'll keep our grav drive powered up in case we need to make a quick getaway.
Another perfect jump, just like you planned.
The adoring fan, man. All right, we made a safe jump into the Olympus system, and we're going to travel on to Cheyenne from here. We're going to my home system, Cheyenne. I grew up south of Akila City. New Australis. A small town, you probably haven't heard of it. It's out beyond the Black Stump. There's a reputable gun seller in Akila City that we're going to visit. Give him a scan while we're at it. We'll go ahead and land here. Ah, with that, oh, smells like home. I really should get some proper clothes though, eh? Howdy, howdy, g'day, g'day. G'day, mate, how's it going?
Hold it. By order of Marshal Daniel Blake, I need to inform you we've got some trouble at Gal Bank.
Think you might be able to help out? You could talk to the Marshal. Truth is, last I heard, things weren't going so good.
I don't know what makes you think I'd be qualified to deal with a hostage situation. I mean, I am pretty charming and good looking though. Well, I used to be a famous TV man. Maybe I can leverage that and help out. It sounds like you could use my help, Danger says as he flashes his winning smile.
I don't mean to be rude, but I don't know.
Oh!
Now please, stand back.
Oh, I'm Slade. You don't know who I am, Danger Tuckerman. Famous TV. Oh god, I'm faded into obscurity. No. Oh, mate, maybe I can help.
Hey, you in the bank. I'm sending in a negotiator, so don't shoot.
Hands where I can see him, and don't try nothing.
Alright, Cobber, I'll see if I can get it done, I suppose. Alright, you drongos, what's going on?
You're the negotiator, huh? If you think you're just gonna walk up here and get us to surrender, you're dead wrong.
That's what I'm hoping. Why don't you tell me your name, Cobber?
It's Jed. Jed Bullock.
Good to meet you, Jed. I'm Danger Tuckerman.
Well, ain't you polite?
Look, I give you me word, mate. And if I learned anything through my downfall, it's that my word needs to mean something. Look, I just want to help.
I don't know you, so why should your word mean anything to me?
If nothing else, mate, I'm your ticket out of that bank.
I'm so ready to get out of here.
Look, I just want to help and make sure that things end the right way. So here we can take a +3. That won't get us there anyway. But if you succeed, you get another shot. So we might just go with the +1. Oh, I promise, I'm just here to make sure no one gets hurt.
Well, I guess you have a point.
We can continue gambling on successes to try and get there, or we could go for a +3 to try and finish it off. No, you just want to get out of there?
Yeah.
Nice.
I'm already sick to death of this place. Okay, I can see you're not just the Marshals.
Oh my god, I did it.
You want what we want. A nice, happy ending where nobody gets hurt.
I never in a million years thought I'd succeed at that one. Alright, tell me your demands.
We want to guarantee a safe passage to the spaceport and a ship.
I'd tell him, but it's not bloody likely, mates.
Then persuade the Marshal that it ain't.
Maybe we can go for 2 for 2 here. It's not too late to end this peacefully, mate.
What do you mean?
Listen, the hostages did nothing wrong. Don't make them pay for your mistakes.
Part of me just wants to
Shit.
get rid of these people. But we need them right where they are.
Well, if you stand down now, the punishment could still be kind of light.
If the hostages
Oh, no.
die, it'll be the Marshal's fault for not taking us seriously.
Uh-oh. We basically need the critical success now. Give up now and you'll do some time, sure, but nowhere near as much as you would if a hostage dies.
Damn it. I didn't think of it that way.
We're still in the game. If you let some of the hostages go, I'm sure the Marshal will show some leniency.
Maybe you're right. Nobody gets hurt. We won't have to rot in jail for the rest of our lives.
There's no way we get there from this. Look, give up. Just come on, mate, please.
It's up
No.
to the Marshal to make sure the hostages don't get hurt. Nah, it's too late to back out now.
Well, looks like the sun is set on my failure here today. There must be something else you can do.
I appreciate your idealism, but there were only ever 2 ways this could end.
I don't know if I'm really up for this task, but I guess I could go in. I might be able to catch them off guard or something. So this is actually, like, really dangerous. I think we probably could sneak in the back way and take them out bit by bit. But I seem to recall that these guys are a little bit sketchy. It might not be a very good idea. I have the coachman, but even that is a little iffy here. I don't have any ammo for my silenced weapon yet. And we do have a bit of hot plus at least. I don't think I have much in the way of grenades. No, just the 1 frag mine. Yeah, it's definitely a bit iffy for sure. But I think Danger Tuckerman wants to live up to his name and he's feeling a bit invested here, so we'll see how it goes. Alright, so one of them heard us moving in right away. But we might be able to get the jump on him with a shotgun.
Nowhere to hide now! I lost him! You're done for. Oh! Gonna kill you, traitor! Oh, no.
There we go. Alright, let's heal and use our Heart Plus. Wait for the other to show their head. It wasn't very cleanly done, but we'll get it done. Oh. Only reloaded one round there. Let's do both this time, please. Thank you. We do have a pretty good vantage point here, at least. I'll reload. Get my 2 shots ready. Oh, mate, this is nerve-wracking. Come on. Come on out. The other thing we could do here is take advantage of our 1 landmine. Pop that there in case they come through that door. Looks like they're coming around. Looks like they're not too high a level, at least. This whole system is at level 1, but there are higher level things you can encounter. We're just gonna be a little cheeky with our shotgun here. Thankfully, they're not going for the hostages, eh? Thankfully. Alright then, come on out. I dare you. We could go up there. Oh, here we go. Come on, come on.
He's over here.
Come on through the door. There we go. Crikey. That was beautiful. Oh, there's the leader. Shit, if he rushes us, we're in trouble. Early stim pack. That's good, that's good. That was a bit dangerous, but the stim pack did work. Stim pack. I didn't even realize I said that. Got him. Alright, 1 left. Oh man. You gotta love permadeath. Really makes things much more nerve-wracking. Okay, they were just bleeding out. Whoa! I'm a freaking hero. Mate, I'm a bloody hero today. I'm getting my name back out there. Alright. Let's grab all their stuff. I gotta be careful taking stuff in here because a lot of it does belong to the bank and there are some witnesses here that could get us in trouble. This guy here, for example.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome, mate. All in a day's work for Danger Tuckerman. Don't forget the name. Get a few thousand creds worth of loot from the Shore Gang here. And we'll head out and claim our reward. Claim our bounty for this. Not bad. I was a little worried that would go badly. It was a little iffy when we got rushed by the leader. But the coachman thankfully came through for us.
The hostages, are they safe?
I guess so. Hostages are safe, mate. The Shore Gang, not so much. They are dead as a doornail.
Is that so? You've more than earned this. You got us out of a tough spot, and you did it with courage that's not common. As a matter of fact, you might just be Freestar Ranger material. If you're interested, head on over to the Rock and ask for Emma Wilcox. She handles the new recruits.
I mean, Danger Freestar Ranger has kind of a ring to it, doesn't it? That might be something we can take a look into in the future. Got ourselves some nice, juicy XP and quite a lot of extra pay because of our background here in the Freestar space. It gives us bonus credits whenever we complete a mission in these territories, so that's very nice. Feeling how tense some of these hardcore situations are going to be, I'm considering either taking wellness or getting started on medicine. I think I might get started on medicine first. Like those trauma kits and med packs go a little further. It does take a while to level this too, so getting it early on is quite nice, as you have to use 20 healing items to level it up just once, and it ends up being a ridiculous amount for some of the later levels of the perk. We have 30,000 credits in addition to some extra stuff that we can sell off here as well. I'll pop into Rolling Arms to sell those weapons we picked up. They have a nice pistol here by the name of Elegance as well. If you're doing a pistol build, comes modded with penetrator rounds, high powered, and a nice reflex sight, as well as having the shattering modifier, which is actually really good, breaks through armor. So that's a very solid pistol and definitely worth considering. There's also this thing, a little rattler with Tesla rounds, which it actually stuns enemies quite nicely. So crowd control effects like that can be pretty strong. I am tempted by Elegance. 43 Ultramag is a little rare, but somewhat doable. Weirdly though, they don't actually have any for sale here. So I might hold off on it for now then, because of that. Not much point in picking it up if we can't get any ammo for it. And that might well be the case for some of the guns that we get for now. It looks like Laredo is actually not quite at the back of town. I was mistaken, it's a little bit behind Galbank. So if you come around the back of Galbank and like pop this barricade here, it's just down here. There's like a fire range and stuff nearby. Alright, so Laredo Firearms have this specimen here. One of the, I think Lawgivers, I think they're called. Yeah, the Lawgiver is a 50 cal rifle. And this one comes with rapid, which is not great for that, but it comes with a long barrel and a recon scope and penetrator rounds and stuff like that. So it's pretty well kitted out, and it's actually surprisingly cheap at 8,000 credits. There's also a much more expensive pistol here, the Prime, which has elemental, that does random different elements, which is kind of fun. That one's quite expensive though. We're gonna definitely get this one, the Head Ranger, the 50 cal, kind of, this will be our 50 cal sniper rifle for now. And they should have a little bit of ammo for this one. Yeah, they do. Not a lot though. We'll definitely be keeping an eye out for any 50 cal ammo, and 9x39 for the Old Earth rifle. So that gives us 2 rifles, but only a very limited amount of ammo for now. So we'll definitely have to keep a lookout for more ammo options for these. If you go a little deeper in town, there's Sinclair's books here. She buys rare books and pays a bit of a premium for them. So if you ask her about books, you can find out if there's any books that she's looking for, and then you can sell her some rare books for a nice little premium. So any Old Earth books that you have that aren't Charles Dickens, and not everything, she has some stuff already, you can sell to her here for a premium.
Moby Dick.
So she gave me 2,000 credits for Moby Dick. There's also a Laredo Firearms magazine here in the bookshop too that gives you reload speed on Laredo weapons. Very nice. Weirdly enough, I came back to Rolling Arms now, and she has a better selection of ammo after I bought that gun. I'm not sure if it's because I leveled up, or if maybe like having done a little bit more in town, or honestly not sure, but she has some 9x39 now, so our Old Earth sniper rifle can have a, well, 50 rounds almost. She also has some 50 caliber caseless for as well. We'll buy 44 of those for 1,500 credits. A good investment. So we know one place now that will at least restock some of the ammo that we need every so often, but we'll check other vendors as we go around. So now we have a decent early silenced sniper rifle in the Old Earth hunting rifle there, with 9x39 and a few rounds for it. And then we have a more powerful, loud weapon in the Head Ranger. So we've got 2 good options now. We'll probably alternate between them a little bit so that we can spread our ammo usage around, since both of their ammo is a little bit rare for now. I also bought myself some more slightly appropriate outfit. Here we go. Got myself some nice leather chaps in the non-arseless variety, and a shirt, so, oh yeah, and more importantly, some boots. Some actual shoes. I'm not running around barefoot anymore. They call it the Explorer outfit, so I think it's a good fit. And this episode is running pretty long now, so we'll pause here for the moment, but we are locked and loaded on supplies and ready to get out in the wilderness in the next episode of Danger Tuckerman's Hardcore Survival Adventures. That's it for now. I'm Ziggy D, and thanks for watching.